Hi guys, this is Kacy of the Inspired Office, theinspiredoffice.com. I'm the office organizer of the group, and this week on She's the CEO, we're talking about if you really knew me, you would know. And I'm just going to throw out a bunch of random things. Some of them apply to business, some of them don't. But I'll just start with a few things. If you really knew me, you would know I don't. And if you really knew me, you would know I don't carry a purse. I'm the only woman I know who doesn't carry a purse. Maybe it's because I'm a minimalist, I'm an organizer, I don't like to have a lot of stuff in general. But I certainly don't like to have a lot of stuff when I'm out and about. I don't like having things on me and feeling responsible for things. So I don't carry a purse. I carry a wallet that holds quite a bit, but no purse. Just never ever grew into it. Another thing I have never really grown into is the taste of coffee. I've never had a cup of coffee in my entire life. There was a friend who once forced me to have an itty bitty cup of macchiato. Not sure if that counts, but I think coffee is yucky. Um, Something else I don't do is I don't watch TV. It's been almost 2 years now that I don't have television. I gave up my TV. It was the just easy breezy decision to make. It's not to say I don't watch TV. If I had a television, you bet you I would watch it and waste many, many, many hours a day watching it. And I know I don't have the willpower to have one, so I got rid of it. And I'm really in the dark as far as pop culture goes and television shows and even the news. I recently stopped getting a newspaper, so I am in the dark. I'll be the first to admit that, and it sort of is a choice. I just feel like there's so much negativity out there, even not so much in the media and the news, but if you look at the message of a lot of television shows, I just realized, you know what, it doesn't interest me. But all of that is to say there are a couple of things that I watch. I've been a die-hard Young and the Restless fan my entire life. So for over 30 years, I've been watching Young and the Restless. I watch YNR just about every day on CBS.com. And the other thing that I watch are Abraham Hicks clips on YouTube. Some of you watching may be familiar with Abraham Hicks and their message. And if you just type in Abraham Hicks, any topic you want, we'll just start with Abraham Hicks in general on YouTube. There's just hours and hours and hours of uploaded brilliant questions and wisdom and answers. Another thing I do that some people know about me, but the people who know me really well know that this is one of my greatest passions in life, and that is these things here. I make terrariums. I've been making handmade terrariums, I don't know, for 5 or 6 years now. I do sell them sometimes, but it's nothing I really advertise or publicize. I don't have a website or business card or anything for them. It's just that plants, indoors and outdoors, are a great, great passion of mine, interest of mine, hobby. So a few times a year I set aside a day or two and I make these beautiful, beautiful terrariums. So if you knew me, you would know that I am a crazy plant lady, and I have probably 20-some plants in my home right now. Another fun fact is when I was in high school, I took algebra 3 times. I eventually passed it, so maybe that has something to do with why I'm an entrepreneur. School was never my thing. Algebra 3 times was pretty painful. I speak a little bit of Indonesian. I actually used to speak a lot of Indonesian. I was maybe not fluent, but I could more than get by, and I could write and hold a pretty adult conversation in Indonesian, and that comes from my study abroad days in Bali. And I really wish I could speak it again, so I've got to go back. Gosh, what else? I love Indian food. I could live off of Indian food. And some weeks I feel like I actually do, and I'm learning how to cook it. Cook the real deal, authentic stuff. I've got my spice box and everything. It's something that I inherited from my mom is my love of vacuuming. I'm a single woman. Isn't there a problem with that? I love to vacuum. Shouldn't some man just really want to fall in love with a woman who loves to vacuum? I love house cleaning. I light candles, I burn incense, and I scrub my floors and I dust and I vacuum. And it is just one of my greatest releases. It sounds really silly, but if you really knew me, you would know that You know, on many Friday nights, I am choosing to be home and cleaning my house. So that's a big um, admit to all of you guys right there. And just in closing, if you really knew me, you would know that I'm sort of a private person. I don't know if private is the right word for it, but being an entrepreneur and working for oneself really forces you to be public and out there in many ways. And those ways, I'd have to say I've learned to become good at it, but it doesn't really come naturally to me. To send a newsletter every week and to have a channel like this, as much as I love being a part of it, and to be on Facebook, you know, personal and business, and to be on Twitter and networking. I don't know if I said networking. It's just to put on the Inspired Office face so many times a week and just to get out there and promote myself. It's something that I don't really love to do. I love my work, but being an entrepreneur, again, forces me to be much more public than I'm comfortable with. And it's not that I have secrets or things I don't want people to know about me. It's just that I'm like, you know what? I just want to wake up and I want to go to see my clients. I want to change their offices, transform their lives through their paper, and come home and be me again. So I feel like the harder I work now and the more public I am now, the more I'll be able to sort of reclaim that private part of my life one day and just kind of be Kacy, be the Inspired Office only when I'm working, and not forced to be the Inspired Office, you know, every other minute of the day when I step outside of my house. So if you really knew me, you would know that I'm a lot more private than all of the social media and networking and self-promotion would lead you to believe. So I don't know, hopefully those are some fun facts, a little glimpse behind the scenes of the Inspired Office and what makes me tick. So if you guys have anything fun to share, please share. I'm sure we're eager to read. So thank you so much, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.